think the marketplace has really moved on, and I must admit I got it wrong. For entrepreneurs, there is more of a marketplace. There's less competition. There are less barriers to entry. The cost of starting up in business has collapsed. It's perhaps a third of where it was 6 years ago. And where I called it wrong was that since the collapse, since two economic downfalls, what I thought was that high net worths, people with money looking to invest into businesses, would be more cautious and would be holding onto their money much more. So our average net worth, we're Europe's largest angel network, we're Asia's largest angel network. Across the world, those people's assets have dropped by 37%. And what I thought was that they would hold on to those assets and they'd be much more careful about it. And what's actually happened is that they've lost 37%. They're holding on to those assets, but now they're looking to make that money back again. And they've kind of lost confidence in the larger institutions, in brokers and third parties. And what they're saying is, look, I can make this money back. I'm going to make it back because I've given my money to Megabank. Megabank has lost me 37%. If I'm honest, I don't understand what I was invested in, and I don't understand how I lost it, but it was kind of derivatives, it was weirdy sort of swaption products in weird parts of the world I couldn't pinpoint. Now what I want to do is to look an investor in the eye. I'm going to take a bigger risk, but the rewards are going to be much greater. And I am more clever than Megabank. I am actually going to make my own money back up again. And that's since the first crash, the number of new angels that we have has doubled. So we were on sort of 50, 55 new angels a month. People that were looking to invest up to 2 million Hong Kong, and now that has more than doubled. So we have 110, 120, and especially in APAC. In APAC, people are looking to invest a larger proportion of their net wealth, and their net wealth is greater. So for entrepreneurs, it's a double whammy. These people are looking to invest a larger proportion of a bigger pot, and they're willing to take risks. So, for entrepreneurs, it's great news because they're looking to set up. Especially in Europe, unemployment, and in the States, unemployment is higher, so people are then seeing that it's an exciting thing to set up your own enterprise. Here, Web 3.0, all manner of exciting things are happening, so it's sexy and trendy to set up your own business. More people are attracted to it, and the great news is that there's more money actually being able to apply to that. I think Hong Kong's a really good expression. We launched Angel's Den last night in Hong Kong. There's no shortage in Hong Kong of people looking for money. We made a schoolboy error of putting out on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, every other media, who wanted to raise capital in Hong Kong. On Friday morning, I received 196 business plans. Okay, we won't do that again. A lot of people looking for capital. There are, in Hong Kong, a very large number of people with capital looking to invest. They're looking for startups, something different to invest in, something fun, something a little bit more sexy than property, gilts and bonds. However, what there is not is a marketplace for the two of them to meet. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to meet as many angels as you possibly can. If you're an angel, you want to meet as many qualified entrepreneurs as you can. And the USP that we bring to the marketplace is that we can qualify entrepreneurs very well. So for every person that we allow through to our event, we will worldwide, as an average, see 60.2. 60.2 companies down to one company. The angels are very, very happy with the quality of deals. It might not be for them, but they're not wasting the time seeing a bunch of Muppets. For the entrepreneurs, they're exceedingly happy with what they're doing. So really what we create is a stock exchange. We're a market maker. We create the ability for both sides to see each other. We have a very keen understanding of what angels need and want. We have a very good understanding of what entrepreneurs need over and above just the money. And that's what we do. We put the two together. I think in kind of Web 1.0, 2.0, you were looking at the mainframe marketplace, you're looking at PCs, you're looking to a very educated workforce where the access to capital was much greater, and America had that off to a T. Today, Web 3.0 allows much smaller companies who can move much faster, who are much more innovative. Now with education on Asia's side, the economy in the States and Europe collapsing, so the access to capital is much less. Completely and utterly not, and we've seen the pendulum completely swing. So I'm in Singapore, Hong Kong, Shanghai every 3 weeks. I'm here because there are many more deals than there are more deals that are capable of being funded in APAC than we find in Europe and or the States. So the pendulum's completely swung. Business parks and innovation parks right across China into Singapore. The sense of entrepreneurship is much greater. And startups are much more competitive now. The days of the brand are kind of over. It's much easier for two guys in a garage to actually start up their business today. Really, I mean, it comes back to education, I think. I think as long as you've got that education, there's a real record of actually going to America to pick up an education. Now what I find is younger generation actually staying in Hong Kong, actually universitying here, actually wanting to start up here. And the innovation just comes. The collapses come as well. Collapses come and go all over the place. You know, huge companies are making horrendous mistakes. I mentioned Google Wave. Who talks about Google Wave now? It's just that what was it all about? I don't even understand what it was, never mind that it's in the past now. But if huge companies can do it, here in Hong Kong we see small companies starting up, going, no, that was wrong, not finding the right idea, not finding the right people, collapsing, starting up again. And it's startup 17.0, 18.0, 19.0, that sort of tenaciousness, which we didn't see in the past, is really coming to play in this marketplace now. And we see people that have tried and tried and tried again with companies, and rather than being defeated, they're going, you know what, I'm just going to try again. I made a mistake. Whoa, I made a mistake. And I've really learned from that mistake. And that's fantastic. And the ecosystems in Hong Kong, the support groups, the entrepreneurial societies are there to actually help people along, looking at mentorship, looking at actual beyond business schools and book learning. It's actually just, here's some developers here that help you with this, here's some coders, here's a marketing team that can actually do that, here's the PR company that actually can actively help you with this project right here, right now, and I know who these people are. And if people are investing their time in the ecosystem, as time itself goes by, it actually becomes easier and easier to set up and support where things are coming from.